So good morning everyone, and we are going to start today's lesson, and that is tense. Previously we discussed about tense, and today we are going to discuss about present tense. Sound
Sir,
Om
that is not
Srivastava.
so. Someone has
Yes, sir,
made
somebody
fake
came
account.
with the same name.
Yes, ma'am.
That is
Okay.
not
Yes,
his
sir.
real
Somebody
ID.
came with this name.
Okay. Don't worry, everything I have recorded. Don't worry, everything my class has been recorded. So whether that is Om or anyone, so he will be caught up. Everything has been recorded. Okay, so we are going to start today. Just yes. So we are going to start today. That is tense, present tense, past tense, and future tense. That already you can see that assertive rules I have already discussed. Very important is the simple present tense. What is the simple present tense? That we have discussed about that. Simple present tense, suppose already I have told you what will be the simple present tense. Simple present tense means if there will be a train is standing over there. Suppose a train is standing on a platform, and on that point of time it is called the simple present tense. And after that, if that will be starting and it will be going to another direction, it will be going to the another platform, then during this period it will be called the continuous form. And when the train has started from the past and it is going to be in the future, that whole the time frame from the past to the future, it will be called the present perfect tense. So simple present tense, continuous tense, all in the simple, all in the present form. Present tense, that is simple present tense. Present perfect tense, perfect continuous tense. What is the perfect continuous tense? We have already discussed about the perfect continuous tense. What is the perfect continuous tense? That it is just completed. The work has just completed. It can be called the present perfect tense. So what is the difference between present perfect tense and simple past tense? The difference is the time frame. Only the time frame is the different. What is the time frame? The time frame is that in the present perfect tense we have seen that something has just finished. Suppose it is finished 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes ago, or maybe 1 hour ago. Then it is called the present perfect tense. But if we are considering that something has been concluded or something has been completed almost 1 hour, 1 month ago, or rather than 1 day ago, it is called the simple past tense. So that is the basic difference between simple past tense and present perfect tense. Now we need to know about the present continuous, the form of the present continuous. As we have already discussed about present simple present tense, now we are going to discuss about present continuous tense. The present continuous tense, you can see that it is in the form of assertive rule, negative rule, interrogative rule, and interrogative negative rules. So these rules are very much important. Why these rules are very much important? Because so many things will be there. So many things mean I'm just giving you one note that in present continuous tense you can see that subject will be there, am is are, that is the helping verb will be there, as well as verb plus ing will be there, that is the present continuous form, and plus object will be there. So if example has been given, example means she is writing a letter, she is writing a letter, that means that during the present time she is writing some letter. So that is the rule of assertive sentence of present continuous. Please write it down in your copy also. Subject plus is, am, are plus verb plus ing plus object. You can write the example as well. In the negative form, only one thing will be included, that is not. Subject, am, is, are plus not plus verb plus ing and object. So she is writing a letter. You can see she is writing a letter. Now you can see that she is not writing a letter. So two things that we can discuss about that. Here in the interrogative form, very important is the interrogative form. In the interrogative form, in the present, simple present, we have seen that in the interrogative form, we need to use or we need to introduce do. That is the helping verb. We need to take that helping verb. So during this time, we need to help the helping verb, that is do or does. But here in the simple interrogative rules, we cannot use or we cannot introduce any do or does. Instead of that, already we can see that am, is, are, those are helping verb has been given here. So the what is the difference about that? Difference is that in present tense or simple present tense, you cannot have any kind of helping verb while you are writing in assertive form. Suppose in assertive form, I am writing he plays football. So only one verb is required, and that is the action verb. But here in the interrogative or here in the present continuous form, already we have found what we have found. Already we have found auxiliary verb is there, as well as action verb is taking ing with him. So for the interrogative purpose, we need to take or we need to use those helping verbs at the beginning of the sentence, and after that there will be subject, there will be verb, and there will be object, and question mark will be there. That is the interrogative rules. So interrogative negative rules, same rules or same negative things will be there. That is am, is, are plus subject plus not. You should not use no, but you need to use not plus verb plus ing. So here object, maybe sometimes it is required or maybe sometimes it is not required, though I have written this is object and the question mark. So this is the interrogative negative rule in the past present continuous form. You can write it down, and I'm sharing the this file also today after this class. So yes, Aditya, do you want to say anything or ask anything? Aditya?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to ask that means in interrogative, the WH word rule you have not said.
Yes.
For WH word. For WH word.
WH word, I am not coming to the WH word. What I am going to tell you or what I am going to teach you, just make that point. It is not, I mean, I have not covered everything. Don't worry. I will elaborately, I will explain everything. Whatever I am going to explain,
Okay, sir.
that is the thing you need to take in your copy. Okay, next. That is after that it will be present perfect tense. Very important is the present perfect tense. Perfect tense, here you can see, as I have already discussed about what is present perfect tense, which has just completed. Now the rules of the assertive form, that is subject plus has or have, and verb 3. Verb 3 means that is the past participle form of the action verb. That is past participle form of the action verb. That is past participle form of the action verb. Here the example has been given. Here you can see the example. Here the example has been given that yes, she has written a letter. Here has been used because she is a she pronoun. It takes she pronouns, and after that has been used. and after that written, that is verb V3 or the past participle of action verb, right. In the negative form, you can see that only not will be included in the middle. So subject will be there, has have will be there, not will be there, and V3 form will be there along with the object. So here it is written that she has not written a letter. So she has not written a letter. That means that she has not written a letter. Has will be used, not will be used, and written will be used. Now we are coming to the interrogative rule, very important interrogative rule, as we have discussed early in the present continuous tense also. Here you can find the helping verb is there. In the assertive form, you can find the helping verb is there. So if there will be the helping verb, we can use the helping verb in the beginning of the sentence. Here, has or have will be used, plus subject plus V3 plus object. That will be used here. And after that, question mark will be there. So interrogative form, has have, it will start from with has have, subject, V3 and object. So it should be there, because if you should learn this, and afterwards, if you want to ask the question with WH word, that will be easy. But I am not coming with the WH word. What I have taught you, please write in your copy. So that is the interrogative negative rule. You can see that it will start with has have plus subject plus not plus V3 and plus object will be there along with the question mark. Here you can see, has she not written a letter? So this is the present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. What is the present perfect tense? We have already discussed. Now we are going to the next thing, very important thing about the present perfect continuous tense. I have already discussed about present perfect continuous tense. What is the present perfect continuous tense? Some work has been started from the past. Now it is going in the present also, and it will be going into the future. So the time frame from the past to the future, that will be called the present perfect tense. That means if I am writing the letter, or if I am writing one sentence, I have been suffering in fever in last 3 days. That means I have been suffering from the past. Last 3 days means that it was started from the past. It was started 3 days back. Now I am suffering also. Now I don't know whether in future I will be suffering or not. So during this time, during the span of the time, it will be considered as the present perfect continuous tense. So here the assertive form, you need to write that subject plus has have plus been. Very important is that after the helping verb, you can use been, not being. Been will be used plus verb ing plus since or for plus object, that will be used. So here is the example. She has been studying for 2 hours. That means here, here she has started from 2 hours back. Now she has been studying, and in the future we don't know how much time she will be studying or not. So this is the present perfect continuous tense, so that which some work has been started from the past. Now it is going to the present, and it is going to the future. So the whole span of time will be called the present perfect continuous tense. Now we are coming to the negative rule. Now we are coming to the negative rule. Just 1 minute. We are coming to the negative rule. So what will be the negative rule that we are going to discuss? What will be the negative rule? So what will be the negative rule? You can hear, you can get that. This is the negative rule. Negative rule, that is subject plus has have, not been, that will be used, not been plus verb ing plus since and object. that will be written in the negative rule. And interrogative rule, same thing, that has and have, that will change their position, and subject and has have, they change their position, nothing else, only the changing of the position. So has have will start with subject has have, and plus subject will be there, been will be there, ing, since for, and object should be there. So same thing in the interrogative and negative form, has have will start subject, this C means that is subject, plus not, plus been, plus verb ing, since and for, and object, and after that question mark will be there. Don't forget to write the question mark. Here you can see the example how she has not been studying for 2 hours. So since and for, where we can use since and for, that needs to be it should be clear where we are going to use since and for. Since is used to suggest a point of time and period of time. Point of time means, suppose some work has been started from 2080, that is a point of time, but some work has been started 2 years back, that is period of time. If it is mentioned about the time, then since will be used. I have been suffering in fever since Tuesday or Wednesday, that will be the since. But if I am telling you that I have been suffering in fever for 2 days, period of time. So here, just I have been suffering in fever since Wednesday. That is Wednesday. Since will be used, and if we can use for, then it will be for 1 day. We can use 1 day or 7 days, whatever. So that is the difference between since and for. That is the difference between since and for. Very important things. Where you can use since, where you can use for. So many times we have made the mistake. So avoid this mistake. So this is the 2 example I have shared with you. 2 example you can write in your copy, that those 2 examples are very important, where we can use since and where we can use for. Okay, now we need to start from the past. That is simple past, very important. Simple past in assertive form, everything has been there, everything has been given, nothing else. Everything almost as per with present tense, only some small changes will be there. That is a verb 1 that represent present form of the verb, and V2 that will represent past form of the verb. So in each and every sentence you can see that verb 2 will be used. That is the past form of the verb that will be used. Subject, past form of the verb, and object. It will end with full stop. Negative also, here very interesting things are there. Here it will become past tense, do become past tense. So it will become past tense. But this verb should not be past tense. We cannot use 2 consecutive past tense. Very important. We cannot use, write in your copy, we cannot use 2 consecutive past tense. We cannot use 2 consecutive past tense if we are going to use did and went. If we are going to use did and when, it will be wrong. We should write that do, did, go instead of did, went. That will be correct. So keep in that mind, because we have made those mistakes In the negative form, you can see did not, verb one and object will be there. In the interrogative form, you can see that did, subject. So here you can see only the interchange of these two words. So did will come to the first and subject will be the second. So interrogative form, did, subject, V1, object and question mark will be used. In the interrogative negative form, did will start with did and subject and not, and V1 form and object will be used along with the question mark. Did she not write a letter? Okay, so these things you need to take care about that while writing in the simple past tense. Now we are going to the past continuous form. Past continuous form, is something, suppose last, whatever you have done in the last Wednesday, during this time I was taking the class. So if I am written that last Wednesday, during this time I was taking the class. So that means that during the past times, continuously I have been doing something. So that will be considered as the past continuous tense. And past continuous tense, very important is this rule, was and were. In present continuous tense, we have seen that it is used am, is, or are. And the past continuous tense, we should use was or were plus verb ing. That was and were, it is representing helping verbs, that is HP. So in the assertive sentence, you can see that subject was were, verb plus ing and object, that will be used here. You can see that that will be used here. In the negative sentence, you can see the subject was were not will be used and verb ing and object will be used. Interrogative sentence, nothing will be changed, only verb and subject that will interchange. So it is started with was were, after subject, after verb ing, after object. So interrogative form of the sentence was were, subject, verb ing plus object. So it will be used. And in interrogative sentence, you can see that interrogative negative sentence, you can see that yes, it will start with was were, subject, not, verb ing and object, and question mark will be there. Now here example has been given, was she not writing a letter? So that is the past continuous tense. Now very important is the past perfect tense. There is a difference between past perfect tense and simple past tense. The difference is the time frame, nothing else. Something, suppose something was happened just one day before or 2 days before. So considering the fact that it is called the simple past tense, but something was happened last year. If something was happened last year, so it is past perfect tense. So past perfect tense means which was happened more in the past. More in the past, that is considered past perfect tense. In the present perfect tense, which is just completed, that is the present perfect tense. And past perfect tense, which was completed years ago, which was completed days ago or years ago, a few weeks ago, that will be the past perfect continuous tense. So here you can see that what is perfect continuous tense, used to describe an action completed before a certain period or certain moment in the past, usually long time ago, which I have already told you, long time ago. It is not completed 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. It is not completed 1 day, 2 day, or 3 days. It should be completed months ago. It should be completed years ago. That will be considered as past perfect tense. The past perfect tense, nothing. I mean, the concept, if your concept will be clear, then past perfect tense is nothing but same form of the present perfect tense. In present perfect tense, we have seen subject plus has or have plus V3, that is past participle. Nothing else will be changed. You can see that subject had. So has have will become a had. Has have will become had. And V3 an object. That will be the assertive sentence. That will be the assertive form of sentence. You can see subject had V3 an object. She had written a letter, and after that there will be, you can use a full stop. Negative sentence, subject had not, V3 object. Interrogative, I have told you that only subject and object will be changed, so it will be had after subject, after V3, after object, and question mark will be there. So these are the simple things about present, past, and perfect. Yes, there is another another form is there, that past perfect continuous, very important. Everything is on the basis of the time period. Used to donate an action that began before a certain point in the past and had been going on before another past. So two actions will be there. In the past perfect continuous, we have seen the present perfect continuous that was started from the past. It is going in the present and it is going to the future as well. So here in the past perfect continuous tense, we can see that something has been started, a certain point in the past had been going on before another past. What is the example? The girl had been trying to make the model of a volcano before the teacher helped her. So you can see that two action verb is used. Two action verb is used. That is try one action verb and help another action verb. One is try and another is help. So it will be converted, or it will be divided into, the whole sentence will be divided into, the whole sentence will be divided into two clauses. This is one clause and this is another clause. So this clause or these things was happened. What it is written? The girl had been trying to make the model of a volcano before the teacher helped her. So the teacher helped her after. Before that, he had tried. So that means this part will become the present perfect continuous, and this part will become only simple past. Past in simple past. Here you can see subject had been verb plus ing and object. But remember, another clause should be used. Another clause before that will be used, and after that it will be subject plus V2 plus object. That will be used here also. So write it down. So it is not that it is ending up with this. Past perfect continuous will end up with all these things. Subject plus had been plus V1 ing plus object. Full stop should not be used here. Plus before plus subject plus V2 plus object plus, and then it will be full stop. That will be used. Write it down in your copy. I'm sharing everything after this period. Don't worry. Now, any question from your part? Anyone is having any question? Any question is there? Tense is very important thing. If you have any question, if you have any queries, so you can discuss about the queries. Though despite that, I have explained everything. Still, Do you have here Sampurna?
Sir, I was
Sampurna.
having one question that the perfect form of the verb, is it called the V3 form of the verb? Means
Yes, V3. V3, that is past perfect tense. V1 present tense, V2 past tense, and V3 will be past perfect, sorry, past perfect tense. V3. I'm writing it down also. V1 already discussed about that present. V2 past, and another is, that is V3, that is past participle. So that is V3. So if I have written do, in V2 it will be did, and in V3 it will be done. Anyone is having any question? Raise your hands. Okay. So just I'm not sharing today, but giving you one example about the future tense as well. Future tense, I will share the material. Tomorrow I will be sharing the material. That is future tense. You can write in your copy also. Future tense, if there will be simple future tense, that means simple future tense, it will start with subject. After that, shall or will be used. After that, only action verb or V1 will be used plus object. That means play football. You know about that in shall and will, where we are going to use shall and will. I should be shall. We shall. You shall. All these things should be used shall. Despite that, now we can use will, but it is better that we can use shall. And if you are using like apostrophe WL, that means I shall or I will. He, she, it, they. Will. Even the name, if there will be name like I am written Sampurna, then it will be will. Okay, so this is the shall and will. This is the position of shall and will, where you are going to use shall, where you are going to use will. So future, simple future I have discussed. In the next day, I will be discussing other tenses like future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. Despite that future perfect continuous, most of the time we could not use that, but yes, it is, we can use that. We can use that. So here, sorry, here you can see that yes, we have started from, that is assertive, negative, interrogative. So in the past form, we have seen that not will be used in the negative rule. Same thing will happen in the simple, future tense also. Same thing will happen. Subject plus will shall plus not, same thing will happen. Few seconds left. I am ending the meeting. Thank you everyone.